Court, reason!
This court will come to order. Our next civil suit is, am I reading this right? All non-Christian cults versus the entire Christian church?
That's right, Your Honor. For 2,000 years, the Christian church has perpetrated a fraud against humanity, and my clients, the non-Christian cults, intend to put a stop to it.
And whom do we have representing the entire Christian church?
My name's Slick Sam, Your Honor, and I'm here to represent the big man upstairs.
What is this, some kind of joke?
What is this, some kind of joke?
Nah, Your Honor. My cellmate, the last guy they've had for this gig, he caught a break on appeal. Said a real sinner could defend the Christian position best. So, here I am. Your Honor, this is obviously a ploy so that Christians will have grounds for appeal on the grounds of inadequate counsel.
This is highly unusual.
The court may rest assured, Your Honor. My client hereby waives its right to a subsequent appeal.
So it says.
Well, it looks like the plaintiffs won't have to worry about an appeal, Counselor.
This is obviously a publicity stunt to garner public opinion in the press.
Is that true?
Not at all, Your Honor. My client just wants to emphasize that the Lord always puts the goodies on the bottom shelf so that everyone can reach them. If the church's arguments can't be understood by a lowlife like me, they're doing something wrong.
Very well. Proceed with your opening arguments, Counselor.
Thank you, Your Honor. In light of defense counsel's appeal to simple arguments, I too will put the goodies on the bottom shelf so that everyone can reach them.
My clients have two basic arguments to support our allegations of fraud by the Christian church.
The first is from the Bible itself, Ephesians 2:8. For it is by grace you have been saved, through faith, and this not from yourselves, it is the gift of God.
And how does that imply fraud by the Christian church?
The Christian church alleges that salvation is a gift of God. If I tell you I'm giving you a gift of money, but I take the money from someone else's wallet, that's not a gift, it's theft.
And how do you allege that God stole the gift of salvation?
That brings us to the second of our two basic arguments. The gift spoken of in this passage is the death of one person to pay for the sins of others. Now, if I'm God and I say I love you so much that I'm willing to give a life to save yours, on the surface that sounds like a really loving thing to do, until you find out that the one who's giving the gift is not the one doing the dying. How loving is that? One could even say that taking the life of another is murder.
And now, defense counsel will present its opening arguments. Slick Sam?
Frankly, Your Honor, the plaintiff's arguments are specious. Specious.
That means they're lame. Even a jailbird knows that.
I know what specious means.
You'll have your chance at cross-examination later, Counselor.
Sorry, Your Honor.
Continue.
Thank you, Your Honor. I will admit that part of what the plaintiff alleges is true.
Of course it is. Sorry. Please continue. If the gift of God is what the plaintiffs say it is, it wouldn't be much of a gift. It's not terribly loving to give a gift at someone else's expense, especially when the gift means someone dies. At best, that gift could be considered as no gift at all. At worst, if the person gave his life unwillingly, you could call it murder.
Yes. Oh.
If I received a gift like that, I wouldn't feel loved at all. I might even think that the gift wasn't good enough to really pay for my sins.
Your Honor, in light of defense counsel's admissions, I move for summary judgment.
I don't think defense counsel is finished with his opening arguments.
Oh.
Motion denied. Please continue.
My client, the Christian Church, argues that it was God himself who died for the sins of the people. To wit, we hereby submit Defense Exhibit A, a sworn statement by the prophet Isaiah who quotes God as calling himself the Savior. And Exhibit B, a sworn statement from Jude, a writer of the New Testament, makes the same claim. Both exhibits state unequivocally that there is no Savior but God himself.
Let me see that. That can't be. Your Honor, this sworn statement from Apostle Paul clearly proves my client's divine intervention. That can't be!
We also submit Defense Exhibit D, a sworn statement by Apostle Peter that states unequivocally that Jesus is God over all.
Rebuttal, counselor?
Well, there it is in black and white. How could my clients have missed this? This is impossible. My clients allege that Jesus was an angel, perhaps an archangel. This is not possible. This is impossible. My clients allege that Jesus was an angel, perhaps an archangel. Can the plaintiff submit exhibits from the Bible supporting such a notion? Clear, unequivocal scriptures that you find on the bottom shelf?
Well, no.
Is there any evidence from plaintiff counsel?
Well, no. But they sounded so convincing. They're such nice people.
Very well. Noting a distinct lack of evidence for plaintiff's position and a preponderance of evidence for the contrary, I hereby find for the defense. This case is dismissed.
Hey, Sam, you did pretty good for your first day in court.